Welcome, dear reader, and prepare yourself for a story that will grip your mind, twist your emotions, and keep you on the edge of your seat. Best wishes as you step into this suspense-filled journey. Nathaniel Royce, a highly successful Manhattan lawyer, returned home one evening, expecting the familiar comfort of his suburban house, the soft glow of lamps, the aroma of dinner, the laughter of his wife, Isabella. But the house was silent, too silent. The lights were on, yet there was no sign of her. His heart tightened as he moved from room to room, each corner carefully examined, each familiar object suddenly alien. There were no signs of a struggle, no note, nothing that indicated where she had gone. But something was off, something that whispered of secrets hidden in plain sight. It started with the subtle signs. A faint scent of perfume that wasn't hers, a book misplaced, a photograph turned face down. Then came the discovery of the hidden seam in the study wall. Nathaniel's fingers traced it almost instinctively, and with a soft push, a panel shifted, revealing a secret room concealed for years. Inside, the air was heavy with a strange stillness, and the walls were covered in journals, photographs, receipts, and mysterious keys. It was Isabella's life, but somehow not her own. As he sifted through the items, he realized she had been living a double life. Each journal entry, written in her handwriting, was both intimate and cryptic, detailing interactions with people Nathaniel didn't recognize, places he'd never been to, and routines she'd never mentioned. Receipts for dinners, hotel rooms, and flights made no sense, yet the meticulousness of it all was chilling. A small black key labeled "Do Not Lose" caught his eye. What did it unlock? And more terrifying, who had made her use it? Then came the realization that made his stomach twist. Someone else had been controlling her life. The journals weren't just notes, they were instructions, a map of her manipulated existence. Every entry hinted at fear, secrecy, and obedience. They are watching. I cannot falter. If I do, he will pay. Nathaniel read the words again, and a cold dread settled over him. He wasn't just finding out about her disappearance. He was discovering the existence of a puppeteer who had been pulling the strings behind the scenes, someone capable of immense reach and meticulous control. Hours passed as Nathaniel pieced together the truth. The hidden room was a nerve center of surveillance. Receipts, keys, and photographs were only the tip of the iceberg. A notebook contained coordinates, dates, and a pattern that suggested a network of observation. Someone had been watching them both, orchestrating every interaction. Panic clawed at him, but he forced himself to think, to strategize, to understand the full scope before making a move. A breakthrough came when he unlocked a downtown safe deposit box with the black key. Inside were stacks of videotapes, digital drives, and more journals, hundreds of hours of footage capturing Isabella's every moment. Every conversation, every step, every smile or tear meticulously recorded. And then he saw it. Footage of himself, unguarded, unaware, every move catalogued. Whoever controlled Isabella had extended their reach to him, turning his life into a carefully monitored chessboard. A message soon followed, delivered to his phone with an untraceable number. Do not interfere, or she suffers. Fear surged, but so did determination. He couldn't be paralyzed. He had to act, to uncover the full truth, and to protect her from the invisible hand that had ensnared her. Each day became a delicate balance of observation and calculated deception. He left false clues, manipulated patterns, and waited for the puppeteer to make a mistake. The tension was unbearable. Every shadow, every passerby could be an observer, every phone ring a warning. Eventually, Isabella's journals provided a clue, a location on the outskirts of the city. Nathaniel, armed with intuition and the evidence he had meticulously collected, located the seemingly abandoned building. Inside, he found her, fragile and exhausted, her eyes hollow yet filled with a flicker of hope. They made me do it, she whispered, voice trembling. They said if I disobeyed, you'd be next. Nathaniel embraced her, heart breaking at the realization of her suffering and the enormity of the manipulation they had both endured. But even then, the suspense was not over. The mastermind had carefully orchestrated everything, and exposure was only part of the battle. Nathaniel devised a final plan, using the information and evidence he had gathered to confront the shadowy figure who had controlled Isabella. The confrontation was tense, calculated, and fraught with danger, revealing the scope of the scheme. A network of manipulation, control, and fear designed to bend their lives to someone else's will. As Nathaniel and Isabella returned home, safe for the moment, the reality remained. Control is an illusion, and even victory does not erase the scars of manipulation. They had survived the puppeteer's game, but the constant awareness of being watched, the knowledge that someone had infiltrated the very fabric of their lives, would never truly fade. Each shadow, each unexpected noise, each stranger passing by could hold the memory of that danger. And yet, in the quiet that followed, Nathaniel and Isabella understood that together, they could face even the unseen threats lurking in the corners of their world. Best wishes, dear reader. May this story remain in your mind, gripping your emotions, as a reminder that the most suspenseful games are the ones we never see coming, and the most powerful bonds are forged in the face of unseen dangers.